Hi everybody, this is Joe, and I just want to give you a quick update as to where we are in the Fall Creek School District when it comes to reopening schools for the 2021 school year. There's been a lot of conversation online and through media outlets today regarding this document sent out by the DPI earlier this morning when it comes to safely and successfully reopening Wisconsin schools. And this is a very comprehensive document that takes people through a plan and a process of some options that they have when it comes to not only delivery method, but transportation and mental health and all of the things that we should consider moving forward. The thing that got me right away in this document was the goals of returning to school. The first bullet point in the goals of returning to school is keeping students and staff physically safe. Keeping students and staff physically safe. And that's what we're going to use as the driver for us moving forward. And the document, like I said, has a number of different options and processes that we need to use as a reference point. We've been having this discussion about what school could look like in the fall for the last 6 to 8 weeks. And we've come up with the idea that we're really looking at 3 different components. Either what we refer to as a new normal, which is bringing larger groups back together with some precautions, a blended opportunity, which is some online and some virtual, maybe in smaller groups or cohort model. And the third is a complete virtual opportunity for kids. And obviously, all 3 of those have pros and cons to them, and we're taking all of that information in. But we haven't made any decisions at this point. And like I said, as soon as a document like this comes out with a number of different options, it automatically turns into what's going to take place. And we really want to make sure that we get everybody's feedback before we make any decisions moving forward. What we did want to let you know is the timeline that we've been using and will continue to use throughout the course of the summer to make these decisions. So the first thing that we have to address is that school buildings and facility closure ends on June 30th, which means we need to have a plan in place for anybody to utilize this facility in the month of July and the month of August. We continue to work on that, and we're looking at June 30th to have that available to everybody. The next thing is making sure that we have conversations with people who are, delivering the instruction. So on July 8th, we'll be bringing our staff members together or virtually to discuss what delivery options would look like in that new normal, that blended and that virtual, opportunity. So on July 8th, we'll be talking to smaller groups too. We're going to take the 4K through 2nd grade group and the 3rd grade through 5th grade and the 6th grade through 9th grade, 8th grade and the 9th grade through 12th grade and have discussions with each one of those groups to see what it could really look like moving forward. On July 10th, we'll be sending out a survey to our parents to see what their comfort level is in terms of returning to school and what would need to be in place to have, kids back, in the building in any capacity possible. And we're looking for that feedback. On July 20th, we'll be taking all of that information and bringing it to the board during our monthly board meeting to discuss those plans and what it could look like in the fall for the 2021 school year. We'll also be talking about hopefully having an abbreviated summer school session in the month of August to get kids the additional help that they need, when it comes to getting themselves back into school, working in small groups and that kind of thing. So that's where we're at. We want to make sure that you heard that from us. We haven't made any decisions when it comes to what that delivery is going to look like. But again, when things like this come out, all of a sudden it turns into this is what we're going to do. We don't know. We're trying to get all the information together before we make a decision. You have all been so supportive in this process. We started out by saying it's not ideal. Ideal is here with teachers and kids and peers working together. We're going to do the best we can with the situation that we've been provided. And that's what we're going to continue to do. Please, please, please reach out to me if you have any questions, any concerns, any feedback. 715-877-1000 direct to my office or Joe Sanfilippo at fallcreek.k12.wi.us. We're working together. We're going to do the best that we can to come up with the best decision possible. Thank you so much for being part of the process, and we look forward to working with you in the future. Take care, everybody. Go Crickets.